The Mahabharat, one of the greatest epics in Indian mythology, is a treasure trove of fascinating characters, events, and armies. Among these, the Narayani Sena holds a unique place. It was an elite and invincible army that played a significant role in the Kurukshetra war. The Narayani Sena, also known as the Gopal army, was a formidable military force belonging to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. It was composed of highly skilled warriors and was considered one of the most powerful armies of its time. The name Narayani is derived from Shri Krishna's title Narayan, which signifies his divine status as an incarnation of Shri Vishnu. The soldiers of this army were fiercely loyal to Shri Krishna and were known for their unmatched bravery and discipline. It is also believed that Shri Krishna's Narayani Sena, or his army of warriors, was created through his divine power of illusion known as Maya. Using this mystical ability, Bhagwan Shri Krishna conjured various illusions, manifesting countless warriors, horses, elephants, and chariots. These illusory forces were not ordinary. They were divine creations meant to serve a higher purpose, defeating evil and upholding righteousness. Through his Maya, Shri Krishna demonstrated his unparalleled divine power and his commitment to protecting Dharma, righteousness, in the world. The Narayani Sena was not just an ordinary army, it was a divine force, blessed by Shri Krishna himself. The soldiers were believed to possess supernatural abilities, making them nearly invincible in battle. The army consisted of 11 Akshauhini, a unit of 21,870 chariots, 21,870 elephants, 65,610 cavalry, and 1,09,350 infantry, making it one of the largest and most powerful armies of its time. The origins of the Narayani Sena can be traced back to Shri Krishna's early life in Mathura and Dwarka. After Shri Krishna killed the tyrant King Kans and established Dwarka as his kingdom, he organized a well-trained army to protect his people. This army was believed to be composed of warriors from the Yadav clan who were known for their martial prowess. Over time, the army grew in strength and reputation, earning the name Narayani Sena. The Narayani Sena, known for its invincibility, had never faced defeat and successfully conquered numerous powerful kingdoms, including Vidarbha, Magad, Gandhar, Prayag Jyotishpur, Sonitpur, Kalinga, Nishad, and Pandya. Some people believe that the Narayani Sena was never referred to as the Ahir Sena or Yadav Sena in the scriptures. The Narayani Sena played a pivotal role in the events leading up to the Kurukshetra war. We all know that Bhagwan Shri Krishna did not take up arms on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, but did you know that Shri Krishna's Narayani Sena army did not support the Pandavas but instead fought for the Kauravas? According to the Mahabharat, when the war between the Kaurav and Pandav became inevitable, both sides began approaching great warriors to join their side and strengthen their forces. In this context, both Duryodhan and Arjun went to Dwarka to seek Shri Krishna's support in the war. Duryodhan, not wanting to miss this opportunity, reached Dwarka before Arjun. Shortly after Duryodhan arrived, Arjun also reached Shri Krishna's palace, but Shri Krishna was in a deep sleep at that time. When Shri Krishna was asleep, Duryodhan entered his chamber. As he was about to sit near Shri Krishna's feet, a sense of pride arose in his mind. He thought, "Why should I sit at the feet of this cowherd?" With this arrogance, Duryodhan sat on a throne placed near Shri Krishna's head. Meanwhile, Arjun entered the room and seeing Duryodhan already seated, humbly sat near Shri Krishna's feet, waiting for him to wake up. When Sri Krishna woke up, his eyes first fell on Arjun, who was sitting at his feet, while Duryodhan was seated near his head. As soon as Duryodhan saw Sri Krishna awake, he immediately said, without any greeting, "You must fight for the Kaurav. I came to you first with this proposal, and Arjun arrived after me." Hearing this, Sri Krishna smiled and replied, "I do not know who came first, as I was asleep. But when I opened my eyes, I saw Arjun first, so he appeared before you to me." This response angered Duryodhan, but Sri Krishna had already made his intentions clear. He said, "I will not take up arms for either side, but I can serve as a charioteer, and there is also the option to choose my Narayani Sena. Tell me, Duryodhan, what do you want?" When Sri Krishna declared that he would not fight for either side, Duryodhan quickly chose the Narayani Sena. He said, "If you will not take up arms, O Madhav, then kindly give your army of 1,000,000 warriors to the Kaurav. Your Narayani Sena has 1,000,000 brave soldiers who can intimidate even the greatest warriors, so I ask for your Narayani Sena." Hearing this, Sri Krishna smiled and agreed to give his Narayani Sena to Duryodhan. Duryodhan, blinded by greed and arrogance, chose the Narayani Sena, believing that its sheer size and strength would ensure his victory. Arjun, on the other hand, chose Bhagwan Shri Krishna as his Sarathi, charioteer and guide, valuing his wisdom and divine presence over the army. This decision by Duryodhan, choosing the mighty army over Shri Krishna's guidance, proved to be a turning point in the Kurukshetra war. While the Narayani Sena fought for the Kaurav, Shri Krishna's wisdom and support to the Pandavas ultimately led to their victory. This story highlights the importance of wisdom over material strength and remains a significant lesson from the Mahabharat. During the Mahabharat war, the Kaurav had a massive army of 11 Akshohini Sena, while the Pandavas had only 7 Akshohini Sena. Despite being outnumbered, Shri Krishna wanted to teach a profound lesson. Even if good people support the wrong side, they are destined to lose. This was not just about numbers, but about righteousness and the consequences of aligning with evil. But why Bhagwan Shri Krishna sacrificed his own army, Narayani Sena, for Duryodhan's evil motives? There are two purposes behind this. There is one more significant but lesser known character in the Mahabharat. He is Kritivarma. He was a Yaduvanshi warrior and a close associate of Shri Krishna. Hailing from the Vrishmi Vansh of Dwarka, Kritivarma was one of the brave and skilled warriors. Some thinkers believe that Kritivarma was drawn to Duryodhan's vision of a world free from caste-based discrimination. Their bond grew stronger when Duryodhan, while learning make combat skills from Balram, practiced with Kritivarma. During these sessions, Duryodhan likely shared his ideals, impressing Kritivarma and forging a friendship. Shri Krishna, aware of their shared ideology, Kritivarma favored Duryodhan and the Narayani Sena, strategically gave the Narayani Sena to Duryodhan when the time came. In this way, Shri Krishna maintained the delicate balance while addressing the complexities of loyalty and ideology among his allies. Kritivarma's participation in the war is particularly remembered for his role in the night attack on the camp of Pandav during the final days of the war. Along with Ashwathama and Kripacharya, Kritivarma was part of the trio that carried out the brutal massacre of the remaining Pandav forces, including the sons of the Pandav, while they were asleep. After the war, Kritivarma returned to Dwarka, but his fate, like that of the other Yaduvanshi, was tied to the curse that led to the destruction of the Yaduvansh. His character is often seen as a tragic figure caught between loyalty to his clan and his personal alliances. The Narayani Sena, which fought for the Kaurav, was made up of highly skilled warriors. However, over time, these warriors had become arrogant and drunk with power. Their pride and overconfidence had clouded their judgment. Sri Krishna, being divine and all-knowing, understood that their downfall was inevitable. However, it would have been too simple for Sri Krishna to destroy his own army just to prove a point. Instead, he allowed events to unfold naturally, showing that even the mightiest forces can fall when they lack humility and righteousness. Now the question is, how was the Sri Krishna's Narayani Sena, which fought in favor of Duryodhan, got defeated? It is believed that during Kurukshetra war, Arjun used a divine weapon, Gandharv Astra. This astra created an illusion, making the warriors of the Narayani Sena see their own comrades as enemies. As a result, they ended up killing each other, thinking they were fighting Arjun. The Gandharv Astra was given to Arjun by his divine teacher, Guru Dronacharya. The ability of Gandharv Astra to create illusions and confusion on the battlefield made it a valuable asset in Arjun's arsenal. Narayani Sena with immense strength had to be eliminated as it could have caused chaos and destruction in the future, especially after Sri Krishna left the earth and returned to Vaikuntha. To prevent this, Sri Krishna cleverly orchestrated the elimination of both the Narayani Sena and the Yaduvansh, who possessed celestial weapons. These powerful weapons and forces were not meant to be carried forward into the Kali Yuga, ensuring a balance and preventing potential havoc in the future. Everything was preordained, as it was all part of Krishna Leela, a divine play orchestrated by Sri Krishna to impart profound lessons through the epic of the Mahabharat. The events, characters, and outcomes were designed to teach humanity timeless truths about Dharma, righteousness, karma, actions, and the consequences of choices. Through this grand narrative, Sri Krishna's divine plan unfolded, guiding us to reflect on morality, duty, and the ultimate triumph of good over evil. The Narayani Sena met its tragic end after the Kurukshetra war. Following the war, the Yadavas, including the warriors of the Narayani Sena, returned to Dwarka. However, a curse by the Gandhari, mother of the Kaurav, and internal conflicts among the Yadavas led to their downfall. According to the Mahabharat, the Yadav indulged in excessive drinking and revelry, which eventually led to a violent fratricidal war. In this conflict, the entire Yaduvansh, including the warriors of the Narayani Sena, annihilated each other. Sri Krishna, witnessing the destruction of his people, decided to end his earthly incarnation. Thus, the Narayani Sena, once a symbol of invincibility, met its tragic and inevitable end. The Pandavas, despite having fewer soldiers, had Sri Krishna's guidance and the power of truth on their side. This imbalance in numbers was symbolic of the larger theme in the Mahabharat, that victory is not determined by strength alone, but by dharma, righteousness, and divine will. Sri Krishna's presence with the Pandavas was a reminder that even when the odds are against you, staying on the path of truth and justice will lead to ultimate success. Shubham Bhavtu.
That is all for today. If you like the video, please hit like button and subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon and share this video with your friends. Stay healthy, stay fit. God bless you.